Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to another backpack showcase. The last backpack showcase or sort of backpack tour I made was around 6 months ago, and obviously a lot has changed in the 6 months that I've been trading and obviously making a lot of profits. So I just thought I'd give a quick tour of my backpack. A few days ago I live streamed me just cleaning up my backpack, making everything sort of neat and tidy as I would like it to be, and you know, it's still a bit messy here and there. Not everything is sorted perfectly. Like for example, there's earbuds on my Scout page, and not too sure where to put those, but for now I'll just leave them there. So yeah, if you guys didn't guess, this is my Scout page. I've got the first 9 pages all in order of class. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I've got mainly hats and cosmetics in the first 2 rows. That's what I've tried to keep to. Obviously sometimes it does get a bit mixed up with a few cosmetics creeping into the top row every now and then, but overall I think it's fairly organised. So I've got a Bonzo the All-Knowing Promar Prince, which is a pretty nice Scout unusual. For those of you who don't know, I did trade away my virtual viewfinder. I'm going to make a video on that very shortly, featuring a YouTuber who it actually went to. It didn't go to anyone. I ended up selling it to a good friend of mine and a YouTuber. But yeah, I got this Bonzo Promar Prince, which is a pretty nice hat. Obviously I've got my Australian Scattergun, which I've had for absolutely ages. Really do like it. Not really intending on trading it, and a bunch of other strangers. This should be on my bot killer page actually. So unorganized, but yeah, I'll just move that over there. Move that there, and okay, so yeah, there's all my scatterguns and stuff. So I've got primary, secondary and melee all in order. Secondary, I've got my pro killstreak vintage Lugamorph and a specialized killstreak Kappa there for when I decide to switch it up, and melee I'm just using a collector's pro killstreak holy mackerel. So that is my Scout, all sort of in hat, misc, primary, secondary and third weapon. Onto my soldier now. I've got my same again, hats and cosmetics on the first 2 rows, and then primary, secondary and third weapons. I've actually got this Burning Flames Killer's Kabuto. It is unfortunately duped, but I mean it's a really nice hat. It's also the same one that's in Jimmy or Glassy Gaming's backpack, literally the exact same hat, but I've got a different duped version to him. But yeah, so that's pretty dope. So Burning Flames Killer's Kabuto. I've completely copied Jimmy's loadout now, just because, you know, might as well while I have the hat. Probably not going to have it for too long, but while I have it I might as well make the most of it. I have this specialized killstreak Strange original, but sometimes I will switch it up for this Australian black box that was donated to me by another medium. I've got these vintage gunboats, which I do sometimes swap out for my strange spec killstreak lightning rod, or one of my pro chaos shotguns. I'm not really too sure which one. Well, I have a bunch of shotgun skins, and then a strange pro killstreak escape plan, or Flair's old strange pan. One of the 2 I will use sort of in sort of just changing them out for each other. So yeah, that's my soldier page sorted again. Sort of the cosmetics, there's a few cosmetics and miscs creeping up onto the first row that I should probably look into and end up sorting out if I get the time, but yeah, I can't really be bothered to do that at the moment. But it was a lot more messy than it is now. My pyro, I've actually got this vivid plasma birdcage. It again was donated to me by a sub. Actually looks really nice as well. So if you're watching this video, then thank you for the donation. There was a 15-day trade hold, and it just came through like yesterday I believe, and it was those and the earbuds that you saw on the first page, and honestly it's really good and I'm really happy with it. So if you are watching, thank you. But I've got all of the hats once again and cosmetics on the first 2 rows. Then this Pro Chaos Degreaser that I received in a trade the other day, Australian Flamethrower, all my primary flamethrowers on the first row, a lot of Pro Chaos, Spec Chaos items and a lot of things with parts. Second row I've just got secondary weapons, so sort of you'll wonder why there's no shotguns, like stock shotguns, and I'll show you guys soon. But yeah, just flare guns and stuff like that on the second row. Then third row I've got all my strange melee weapons, so power jacks, axes, axe extinguishers, you know, stuff like that. My Australian axe extinguisher used to be here, but I kind of got rid of that a few days or weeks ago. Onto my demo map page, and it's quite weird because I never actually played demo but have 3 unusuals for it. I've got this Conjurer's Cowl that was donated to me once again by another medium, the same person that donated the Australian black box. This Death at Dusk FR0, or not really too sure how to pronounce it, but this is actually quite rare and unpriced. I picked it up in a trade once again for the viewfinder. A lot of these unusuals I did get for the viewfinder, and this Scorching Flame Scotch bonnet, so that's quite cool. Again, all cosmetics and miscs creeping up into the top and second row. Strange primary weapons, strange secondary weapons, random spec chaos fabricator for the crossbow. Not too sure what that's doing there, but yeah, fairly basic layout once again of just primary, secondary, and third weapons. Onto my heavy now. We have this one-man army that was actually donated to me on stream. It's a smoking one-man army, and yeah, it was literally donated to me as I was streaming. Completely caught me off guard. It was really dope there. So once again, if you're watching this video, a big thank you to you. It looks really cool and goes really well with my loadout. But yeah, onto my heavy page. I have this burning outdoorsman, all the hats on the top row, along with a random cosmetic that can be swapped out for this little fedora hat, and then all of these sort of cosmetics, strange primary weapons and a random minigun skin, strange and normal secondary weapons, and third weapons. Again, it all follows a very, very basic loadout. I don't really play heavy too much. I'm starting to a bit more though. Like, it is really fun in pubs just to walk about as heavy and just sort of mow people down. That's what I'm kind of like learning to do. Onto my engineer page now. I've got this Burning Flames Old Geezer. Once again, was received in a trade for my virtual viewfinder, along with most of my unusuals. All the cosmetics and stuff actually clogging up this page now. I need to find a place to put these, but then I've got strange Widowmaker, a genuine professional killstreak Widowmaker, and a strange pro killstreak shotgun, which actually needs to be moved, and I'll show you why in a second. Then I've got the Wrangler skins and the wrench skins, and I used to have a strange construction PDA, but I did trade it, I believe, for some pure, and then cashed that out. Onto my medic page again. Medic is one of those classes that I never really play. I've got this super cool Madden Doctor that was donated to me by a friend of mine known as Tints. A few of you probably know him on my channel. He used to be on my channel like a few months ago, but it actually looks so good and I'm really happy with how it looks. Yeah, it's just a really nice hat, a really cool effect. I really like the Starstorm effects. I actually think they're really nice, along with Tesla Coil as well. I think they're quite underrated, and the only reason that they're cheap, in my opinion, is due to the fact, obviously, they're so oversaturated. So it's people constantly trying to undercut each other to get the lowest price so they can just get it out of their backpacks. That's the issue with them. It's just the fact there's so many. Then, of course, I've just got a strange syringe gun, crossbow, medigun, and a pro killstreak Uber saw with 1 kill on it. So very basic medic page there, not a huge need for it. Onto my sniper page, and this page is actually looking very, very clogged up. I've got this Coronis Australis or Australis, which again I received in trade for the viewfinder, along with this Scorching Flames Masters yellow belt, and this actually creates a super cool loadout with the Starduster. It looks like I've got a Scorching Flames Corona Australis or Australis, and no one is none the wiser when they see the Scorching Flames because the belt is completely hidden. The 2 Australians I received also in that trade as well, and I'm just really happy with how my sniper looks. Definitely going to be playing sniper more in future. So yeah, primary weapons, I've got a bunch of AWP skins, a random huntsman creeping in there, but yeah, I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 primary AWP skins. That's quite cool, and one of these was donated as well, I believe. So yeah, that's quite a while ago. Strange and normal secondary weapons, strange self-aware beauty mark that I didn't even know I had, if I'm honest, strange festive Girate, and a strange Australian SMG, and all the strange sniper third weapons there. I've got 2 keys that didn't fit further on in my backpack, which I will show you guys at some point. Onto the knife page of my backpack, and the final class specific page, I've got the Spy, and I have a Purple Energy Leparty Phantom, which I've had for a while, and a Bonzo the All-Gnawing Hamburg, which if I show you guys real quick, the 2 effects do combo really well, especially with the Max's Severed Head. It looks better in game in my opinion because the purple energy here is kind of like glitched, but in game it looks super, super good. Once again, just a very basic scheme. I used to have an Australian ambassador there, but I sold it to get pure so I could get some cash. But yeah, so a bunch of strange pro killstreak items actually. I've got a lot of pro killstreak revolvers and things like that. But yeah, I'm using a Diamondback at the moment. Then I've got all my sappers and stuff here. I've got a strange bread attack, a strange festive sapper, and I have a strange sapper later on in my backpack, which again I will show you guys as we move on. And then all my knife variations are there, along with the watch. Obviously, there's not a 4th line in the backpack, so I just put 2 watch skins at the end. Onto the 10th page now. This is just a bunch of all class items. So we've got a Max's Head, a Horus, a BMOC, a class crown, a bunch of Bill's hats, you know, stuff like that. So it's just stuff that it can be worn by all classes. Generally it's cosmetic items as well, and a few weapons on the bottom row. So that's my all class page. A few really nice items. This pink Max's Severed Head I traded from Flare absolutely ages ago. I never really ended up trading away. It's a really nice item, and honestly it kind of sucks to see the Maxes crashing in price because I don't really think it deserves it. But yeah, that's my all class page. These next couple pages I'm not really sure what they're doing. I think it's when I did like a massive trade and had a bunch of pending items. So these 3 pages are just a few random items that are just sort of lying about in my backpack. No real purpose. Might give them away at some point. There's a random Pro KS Spicicle there. Again, not too sure. But yeah, a few like nice cosmetics. A Strange Brown Bomber, Spec KS, Uber Saw, a Dead of Night, stuff like that. So yeah, that's 2 random pages in my backpack. A 3rd random page in my backpack, a color coordinated cosmetic page. It did kind of go out the window when I realized I had a ridiculous amount of blue cosmetics and couldn't do them, unfortunately, color coordinated. So there's a few blue ones sort of scrammed in there. Then I was going to make like a pink and red, and then I didn't really think it was worth it. But yeah, quite a few of the colored case cosmetics. This is my taunt page, and I'm actually really happy with how this looks. Actually, let me move that over there. I've got all class taunts on the top 2 rows, and then when those finish, I've just got all class specific taunts. I have no duplicates on this page. Duplicates, well, as far as I'm aware, I probably do know I've said that, but I've tried to keep duplicates on separate pages of my backpack, and I just think it looks really neat how I've got like the all class taunts and then the class specific ones. I really like the way my taunt page is laid out. Definitely one of the favourite pages of my backpack. Now I've just got a few random weapons and like scrap things and stuff like that, a few MVM parts that I've accumulated over the time, another weapons page, another MVM page, a full page of pure keys. Don't really know why that's there, to be honest. I just had a few pure keys after the viewfinder trade, and I just sort of scrammed them onto this page. I might end up cashing them out at some point, not too sure, but yeah, I've got all of these pure keys. I think there's exactly 50 here, and then a few lying around in my backpack, like there's one there. This is my bot killer page, and this really isn't coming along too well. In all honesty, I don't really collect bot killers or anything like that. It's just I tried to do it to save room in my backpack. So I've got bot killers, scout guns, pyro, soldier, etc, etc, etc in class order, and you know, it's coming along nicely. Like I've got most scatterguns, a couple flamethrowers, a couple wrench, even though there's a duplicate there, a few snipers, a few knives, and yeah, so hopefully when that collection's done, it will look super cool to have like just a full page of bot killers for each gun. This is just a random page of spare cosmetics and stuff like that wouldn't really fit in my loadout anywhere or in my backpack, so I just chucked them on this page. A bunch of random items like a strange killstreak phlogistinator, just like a bunch of stuff really. Like there's so many random items here that I don't normally use that wouldn't really fit anywhere in my backpack. A few other random cosmetics and weapons creeping in there along with MVM parts. A bunch of Spec KS and Pro KS fabricators along with other items that are generally not too easy to trade. This is actually a page I made for all my spare items that were festive, so around this Christmas period. As you can see, the Kringle Collection, the Strange Insulated Inventor, like a bunch of sort of Christmas themed cosmetics, all of which have sort of just not really fit in my backpack, so I just made this page just to keep all these Christmas items on, but it's not really coming along too well, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. This was actually going to be a page for donations I received. This one was by Adam Awesomeface. Like I remember when I was streaming I made a page for donations, but never really went through with making it. But yeah, there's just a few items here that I was donated that never really got around to moving. Another medium once again who donated the black box, and the Demo Unusual donated this Cool Collector's Islander, so that's super dope. And this grenade launcher, actually, like he really hooked it up. But yeah, when I was streaming I made this page, never really got around to filling it up, but you know, it's just sort of there now. I'm probably going to clean it out at some point. This is just a page for all my skins. It's going to take absolutely ages to load, so I probably won't end up letting it load. But there, yeah, it was just like a bunch of pages for my spare skins that again didn't really fit in anywhere too nicely in my backpack, so I just made a separate page for them. And my intention was for it to be color coordinated, so it would be like blue, and it slowly progressed to pink and then red, but again that didn't really work too well. This was actually, the next 2 pages were for when I started collecting the Joe on the go, obviously on PyroJoe, so I thought it would be logical for me to try to collect 100 Joe on the go's level 1 to 100, and you know, we made some decent progress. I just never really got around to finishing it, and now I'm just stuck with like 30 or 40 Joe on the go's on my backpack. No, actually it's a bit less than that, but still I've got a bunch of these Joe on the go's in my backpack. No real use for them, to be honest. They're just sort of there now, just chilling. Maybe one day I'll get around to finishing the collection. This is a bunch of like Halloween and untradeable and achievement items, nothing really too special to see here, just a bunch of like stuff that I won't use essentially. This is my strange stock loadout page. I'm not really too sure why these I was going to do the same for unique weapons, but as you can see there wasn't enough room. But yeah, just strange stock weapons really, a few like kill streak items chucked in the mix, but apart from that it's a really basic page of just literally all the stock weapons in their strange variants. So I thought it would look quite cool. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Obviously I've got the strange sapper, the strange invisible watch, a few sort of high tier items here and there. It does look quite cool. Not really too sure what I was hoping to achieve with that page, if I'm completely honest. Then I have a page for vintages, and again, not really too sure what I was hoping to achieve with this page. It was just a nice place for me to keep all my vintages, and I tried to do weapons on the first 3 rows and then cosmetics later on, but as you could see, that flag I managed to sneak into the bottom row somehow. But yeah, that's my vintage page. Just a few more spare items here and there, mostly just weapons. Another page of literally just spare items that I'm never really going to use. That can actually go on the Christmas page. No, I've seen it. Where is the Christmas page? There it is. So yeah, where were we? Here we were. Yeah, just a bunch of spare items that again I'll probably give away at some point. If not, I mean, they're just going to be lying around in my backpack forever basically. I don't think I'm ever going to intend on like sort of trading these away or anything like that. They're just stuff that's accumulated in my backpack that I've never really got around to trading. A few more MVM parts, a few more spare items. This one was actually donated to me. It's a bit weird though. It says loaner cannot be traded, crafted or modified, but can be traded and has been traded in the past. It's really strange how that happened. I'm not really too sure how, but I'm just gonna roll with it. And then like a bunch of like, yeah, just random items again that didn't really fit in too neatly in my backpack. A lot of these are all class items due to the fact that my all class page is completely jam packed at the moment, so I definitely need to make some room for some more of those. So I've been on that page. This is my rags to riches pages. Not a lot of progress since the last episode. I just sold the collector's wrangler, so a bit of a spoiler for you, any of you rags to riches watchers there. And a page for my refined and another page for just spare items. So a lot of spare items in my backpack. Watching this has just really sort of made me realise how many spare items I have in my backpack that I should probably end up selling or like giving away or just giving a good use for, you know. But that is my backpack as of December 2016. So let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. I'm kind of happy with how neat it is. Like, I've really cleaned it up, apart from the odd page like these 3 where they're just really sort of unorganized and no real theme. But like, then I've got the pages like the taunt page and all the class pages that are quite well organized. So if you enjoyed, please do remember to leave a like and let me know what you thought down below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this and general gaming content, then do be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for watching, guys, and peace.